Okay, here we are at the Custom Foodscaping Home Base Food Forest. We've got Gabriel Hahn, our water systems manager here, who led the installation of this rainwater harvesting tank and is going to talk us through what went into this, how it functions. Maybe we can start off with the fact that water comes off the roof up there, and then tell us what happens after that.
All right, so we're collecting from one half of the roof on this house. Water comes down through the downspout here, hits that rain head, which acts as a self-cleaning screen there. So water hits it, leaves and stuff get washed off, so it's something you don't have to deal with. Water moves on down through this PVC pipe, runs underneath the sidewalk, back up this pipe, drops into the tank. What you can't see in this tank is we've got a little pipe in there that keeps the water going in softly, doesn't disturb any growth that may be going on.
Okay, so hang on a second.
All right.
How does the water go uphill? How does the water rise in elevation there?
All right, so we've got a couple of things going on. So what we did is we took this pipe and ran it way up above to allow for the water, as it will, self-level.
Mm-hmm.
So when water hits this height over here, it's going to be at least this high over on this side as well. As that goes up, the water is then forced by gravity to come through, run underneath, up, and then drop into the tank.
Cool. Okay, we got it.
All right, we've got that. Once water is in there, it comes into this hose bib here. We set up just a very easy on-off ball valve. I kept it like as a 1 inch to give us lots of flow into the hose. So anywhere at any time we've got water, and we put the whole tank up on this pad with just some treated lumber, and minus is the filler there, really stable, sets next to concrete, but not as permanent as concrete. So it's strong, gonna sit, hold this, all 3+ tons of this tank. And then we can take this hose, run anywhere out in the yard, and water the food forest by only the power of gravity. Yes, it's a really slow flow, but we have the ability.
Right. And we are going to hook a pump up to that so that we can have that capability as well. What's that clear tube there?
Let's say, so the clear tube here is just something we added on to tell us at any given time how much water is in the tank. The same self-leveling principle applies here. The water that is in this is the same as the water inside the tank, and it's going to be the same over here on this side right now.
What happens with the extra water?
So the extra water, that's what we built. You'll want to bring the camera around to this side. We, as any system should have, whether it be tanks, rain gardens, whatnot, should always account for an overflow, because it will be. Once we've got about 3 inches or more of, let's say, one rate event of 3 inches is going to fill this tank entirely. Where we've already got water in it and a new rain comes, well, we've got to have somewhere to go, so that's where the overflow comes in. In our case, it just overflows the tank, runs down through the pipe, and we've got an overflow going that way.
Cool.
All right.
What's this up here?
Okay, so that's a smaller diameter pipe. That acts as an airflow, so that when water is coming from the downspout through our inlet pipes here, air has to be able to escape the tank for the water to go in. So it has both that purpose. Also, it allows, if we're watering off of our hose, the water won't fall or drop unless there is a point of entry for air to get into the tank and allow that to feed as well. It's like a siphon hose. Without the air coming in, water's not going anywhere.
Great. Anything else you'd like to say about this tank before you give it a hug goodbye?
Get one of these in your yard.
All right, let's see what a hug looks like on the tank.
Right.